Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope which will be for the month of July, actually from the 1st of July until the 8th of July, and this is for you coming from Leo. Let's go to the 1st of the 1st of July. Now the 1st of July is going to be a wonderful morning and afternoon period, and you're going to be very happy. It's a Saturday. If you are working, you'll get plenty of good news. If you're at home, if you're going to socialize, if you're going to be out and about, many good exciting things are going to happen for you. It will be a very eventful, nice day, but do not be arrogant and try not to be a perfectionist. Improve your tolerance for others and you will make your morning, afternoon, evening periods extremely lucky for you. Make a date to go out with somebody you like and you will find that everything goes your way. Evening nightfall session are good enough planets, but they also can make your determination be over. That means too much of determination, you seem to become forceful. They can make you a bit provocative in your language or in your actions. They can make you show disagreement if somebody says something about what you believe in very strongly. So take the soft approach is my advice. Take the soft approach and use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, and you will get away with everything in the evening nightfall session, which is meant to be actually good and productive for you, you coming from Leo. July the 2nd starts very beautifully. It's going to be a Sunday. Emotional planets are there, a very loving situation, plenty of understanding, plenty of support for each other. Plan to go out for lunch, plan to be out for tea, and you will find that even the evening and nightfall session is so beautifully placed for you. Morning, noon, night, in the evening, you're going to be very lucky. So if you are looking for a romance, make your move earlier part of the day, and by the evening time you are with your romance partner. And with your family, with your marriage partner, be out and the bonding will be wonderful. And if you want to be with your colleagues and your bosses or the business people, I suggest that as well. Mix business and pleasure because they are going to find you very interesting and attractive as well. July the 3rd, for you coming from Leo, it starts very well and it's going to end very well. So you've got a few good dates now. And so on July the 3rd, morning and afternoon, evening period, early evening period, it's a Monday, you'll be at work, plenty of good news there. Whatever you do, people say you're doing very well. Chasing for a business, you can get very good news and you can make your business partner and business people very happy. And so in all areas of your life, it's good to be moving about together. So have lunch with your marriage partner or with your romance partner and you will see the bonding is beautiful. Or with your business people, have lunch as well. Okay, the evening and nightfall session is also very good, and the evening and nightfall session shows plenty of emotional planets. So you're going to be very happy that way. You're going to see that emotional contact can also be in your area of work or in business, and that's where the loyalty factor is going to be good for you on July the 3rd. One little thing about July the 3rd, morning, noon and night, don't dominate or don't be stubborn. That's what I would say. Evening and nightfall periods, plenty of emotional planets are there, and these emotional planets make you kind and they attract kindness. They make you make changes and you will make the changes very well, and they make you socialize and you will meet people who like you. So be out and about and mix business and pleasure as well. July the 4th is going to be a very bad morning, afternoon and early evening period. There are 3 planets there who make you behave rebelliously, make you argumentative, make you not want to obey rules and regulations. Now these 3 things which I mentioned are bad enough to turn people against you. So also drive very carefully, and what you say and do must be measured. Think properly before you say or do anything. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong very fast on this morning, afternoon period and early evening too. The evening and nightfall period gets better. Now these good planets of the evening and nightfall period are also there in the morning, afternoon period. And so the only problem is they don't stay for long. So they give you its and bits of good news, then they move away. Is a negative one that stays there and creates all the problem. Your evening and nightfall period, socialize, go business hunting, be with business people, go out with your colleagues, bosses, with your marriage partner, with your romance partner, and it'll be a very good ending for you in all areas. July the 5th, very fast planets are seen, and they make you say things quickly, do things quickly, mistakes, miscalculations, misinformation, these are waiting to happen. So go slow. Tell yourself, slow down, whether in speech, whether in action. Think twice about what you want to say, what you want to do. That way you will bring control to your morning, afternoon, evening and nightfall period. Throughout the day, these planets of stress, planets of anxiety, they are there, and the mistakes and the blame you attract, that's when the stress and anxiety will happen. Okay? Morning and afternoon, don't argue as well, and evening and nightfall too. And morning and afternoon, tell yourself that there'll be pressure put on you. So you have to focus, that's the key word now. Focus on what you have to do morning, afternoon and evening periods. Nightfall period, if you don't have to socialize, or rather you don't, but if you have to, you cannot afford to be rebellious, you cannot afford to be arrogant, you cannot afford to be argumentative. If you can control these things, you will turn the evening, nightfall, or even the whole day, you can turn it more and more to your favor. July the 6th for you coming from Leo. It's not the worst day, but it's not the best. Be careful that people will ask favors from you. Be careful that your ego is going to look at somebody and like that somebody, but it may not be exactly that somebody that you want. So all that glitters is not gold applies here, that term. And tell yourself that money can be wasted as well. So it's a day where you are restless, you're looking for romance, or you're not happy at your work, and you're finding its and bits problems like that. Settle down. You can make the morning, afternoon, and even early evening period a bit better by focusing what you have to do, by telling yourself you have to meet deadlines as well. The evening and nightfall session, very fast planets are seen. And these very fast planets can make you argumentative and do things which will make mistakes, miscommunications, miscalculations. So be careful if you are out and about in the evening and nightfall session especially. Now these planets which I'm talking about are also there in the morning and afternoon session of July the 6th, but they are not very active, or they come in and out and create some mistakes but which you can control. But these mistakes in the evening nightfall session, watch out. Drive slow, talk slow, act slow. Otherwise you'll have to bite your tongue or apologize and stuff like that. July the 7th becomes an excellent morning, afternoon and evening period, and plenty of harmony at work. Have lunch with your marriage partner, with your romance partner, or go looking for romance and you will be able to have lunch with that romance person. And at your place of work, there's so much bonding and there's so much support for you. What you say goes right, what people do for you is right. So make full use of the morning, afternoon and evening periods where so much good has happened. Now evening and late evening and nightfall period, this planet of wastage of money, or wanting to go hunting for expensive things, or wanting to be very particular in behavior, or wanting to make you a person who is basically a bit difficult, is there. So take it easy. And if you see others not doing or behaving as you exactly wanted, close one eye and shut the other. Let things go on. And that way you can turn evening and nightfall much better. July the 8th is not a good morning, afternoon period for you, and a bit of the evening as well. Basically, past events comes to trouble you, and blame can come because of past difficulties on you on this July the 8th. It's a very slow moving day where planets are being very lazy, and so whatever news you are waiting for doesn't come quickly, and plans can be cancelled. So you got to double check plans all the time, or they can be postponed. And so such frustration can lead to depression. And so don't mix with people who are already depressed and can only talk about depressing things. Mix with happy people. Okay? The evening and nightfall session becomes extremely good. Now these good planets of the evening nightfall session are also there in morning, afternoon, but they are not fully active. So they give you bits of good news, to keep you afloat basically. But evening nightfall session, they are very active. And you can meet people from another race, from another country. You can meet people who will discuss with you travel plans, holiday plans, or you can do that with your family members, marriage partner, romance people. Or at work, you may get the news of you having to travel. It's all very positive. So the day ends pretty well for you in the evening and nightfall session. Okay. Now I'm already Skyping, and I charge USD 50 for 90-minute Skype session, which will be based on your date of birth and time of birth, and looking at your palms and looking at your face. I do face reading too, and at the same time I will, if you want, I can use Kabbalistic tarot cards in the 90 minutes as well. I will tackle your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life in detail. So go to Facebook, follow me, or ask me to add you on. Follow me first, and I will then be able to communicate with you, and you can ask me questions and make a date to Skype, or go to Skype itself and you'll be able to send me a message and I'll come back to you. Until then, thank you and good luck.